Hello again. Decided I'm gonna play one of these side quests here. I think the price of neutrality, I'll start with that. Because from what I've read online, some of these adventures are kind of like fan-made. I think these are the only two official ones. Price of neutrality and side effects. I'll just go for easy. Oops. I wanted mouse and keyboard. Well, I think I can change it.
Master Dandelion, you promised us a ballad.
Yes, yes. Of battles and brave
Of
warriors.
sorceresses and magic.
Of unrequited love.
Silence, brats! You've not been in this world for long, so 'tis no surprise your heads are hollow. This is Dandelion, friend and companion of Geralt of Rivia. Who might he sing of, if not of the famed Witcher?
Right you are, honorable dwarf. I shall sing a fresh new ballad about White Wolf. Our story begins long before the Great War, decades before Geralt ever dreamed he would be famous. Its title, Bitter Evil Hearts. In the fall of 1232, the Witcher decided to return early to Kaer Morhen, fearing the quick advent of winter.
Back to Kaer Morhen, huh? I wonder if they've stored it.
The Witcher was angry. The final stretch through northern Kedwen was usually calm, but not this time. He was twice ambushed by bandits. Then one night, wolves attacked and killed his horse. He had grown accustomed to the kindly gray mare he had traditionally christened Roach. To make matters worse, at the foot of Kaer Morhen, he encountered a camp. Like all Witchers, he believed the fingers of one hand would suffice to count the people who knew the way to the Witcher's fortress. Visitors were a sign of trouble.
$57, jeez. Alright. Alright, we good?
Perhaps we should return to Cairngorm. I have no desire to perish in this wilderness forsaken by the gods.
Silence, Merwin. They are but wolves.
Wolves that fearlessly attack an encampment thick with campfires. I ask your forgiveness, mistress, but these are but wolves, like I am but an elven showgirl.
Did anyone ask for your opinion, Mr. Brings? No? Then start doing what you are being paid for, and keep your hopelessly cowardly opinions to yourself. We would all be safe if your boys manned their stations, instead of constantly playing dice while bathing in drink. Now take away this corpse before its stench fills my tent.
Can I ask what happened? Wolves killed the boy. Nothing unusual about it happening in a camp. It's commonly known that wolves, the cursed beasts, love flames so much that they bathe in them if they could.
Enough, Brings. Who are you, sir?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Prince Merwin Adamain of Ard Caraig. Kind of you to visit, finally. We've been awaiting your response all day.
Response regarding...
I'll explain. I'm Sabrina Glevisig, sorceress. Come see me at my tent. Merwin, I assume you won't mind my handling this matter?
No, though I will want to know what you agree.
It'll have to wait, whatever it is. Wolves approach.
To arms!
I have gold. 500. That is one big tent.
Welcome to Mistress Sabrina's tent.
In case you're wondering, this is an
Okay.
illusion.
Everything?
Yes, but my dear Witcher, it's an illusion of rare quality. In fact, it barely differs from reality.
No matter.
Suit yourself. I assume you're returning to Kaer Morhen for the winter.
You assume correctly. Enough of the small talk. We have important things to discuss.
Thank you for your help with the wolves.
No problem.
You've heard of the curse of the Black Sun, Witcher?
The curse of the Mad Mage Eltebald. I believe he started the whole mess that led to several dozen nobly born women being murdered or imprisoned in towers.
Ultibord was no madman, and there is no doubt that women were not entirely normal.
Madness, normality, its prattle steeped in relativity.
Autopsies were performed. The mutations witches undergo are but a minor clinical operation compared to those caused by the curse of the Black Sun. The skulls and spines of these girls contained red sponge of some kind. Their internal organs were in disarray, some missing altogether. Everything covered in moving cilia and pink and blue meat scraps.
Nothing. I've seen humans with eagle talons instead of hands, with wolf fangs and eyes. People with additional joints. All products of mages fumbling with magic. It's no proof of a curse.
A girl affected by the curse of the Black Sun is inside Kaer Morhen. Princess Deirdre Adamain, elder sister of Merwin.
What do I have to do with this?
Don't play the fool. That girl is a serious threat to you. Surrender her to me and no one will get hurt.
I'll think about it.
Sabrina, I wish to have a word with...
Naturally, Merwin, but not now. I have several matters to discuss with Geralt of Rivia.
Is there anything I should know?
Don't fret.
In that case, I shall take my leave.
Go and speak with the witches. Sway them to my point of view. I'm a professional. I know what the girl needs. And I'm very good at demonstrating gratitude.
That I do not doubt at all.
I see you have spoken to Miss Sabrina. However, I lead this expedition.
I will.
Are you able to read?
I am.
Then read this scroll.
To my barons, vassals, and all free subjects.
Go on.
Let it be known far, wide, and by all, that I hereby declare Merwin of Caingorn to be our loyal and trusted servant, and to be loved by us.
Good enough. Understood?
Indeed, though grief is spelled differently.
I see you are quick. So you accept that if the Witchers wish to travel freely and unmolested about Kaedwen, they should not cause me grief, no matter how the term is spelt.
You don't seem like anyone's causing you grief.
Not yet, no. But that may change, and my patience has its limits.
I wanted to ask you something. May I ask what...
My sister, Deirdre. She is my elder, and in Kaedwen, the eldest offspring inherits all titles and estates, no matter the gender. My father, Prince of Cairngorn, may he rest in peace, passed on 2 weeks ago, a victim of syphilis.
So Deirdre is now Princess of Caingorn?
She would be, if not for the curse that holds her. Anyone aspiring to the throne of Cairngorn must fulfill 2 additional conditions. Cairngorn is a vassal state of Kaedwen. For decades, the princes of the north have bowed before the throne at Ard Careiga.
I think I get it.
Do you know Cairngorn's history?
Not well.
We have this custom whereby any aspiring ruler, prior to assuming the throne, must spend a day amongst the duchy's simple folk, execute a series of menial tasks.
Sounds reasonable.
The problem is my sister has displeased the simple folk in the past, and though she most probably could bribe a few prominents, the priestesses of Freya will never accept her.
Because she is cursed, supposedly.
Because she has killed too many, even for a princess. Her victims include the priestess Isildura. Truthfully, the old hag was nearing the end of her days, but that changes little.
Is it certain that Deirdre caused her death?
Beyond any doubt. When Miss Sabrina decided to perform a magic ritual that was to lift the curse from my sister, Deirdre went mad. Then a huge wolf emerged from behind a house, and before it could be stopped, it shredded Isildura's throat. Miss Sabrina cast a powerful spell, and the old priestess's spirit arose and said, I was killed by Deirdre Ademain, who was born beneath the Black Sun.
Sabrina cast a spell, you say? I believe necromancy was banned.
Well, that was a lot to figure out. Process, I guess.
When I get my hands on her...
Oh, come on, more talking.
What is it?
I merely wish a brief word with you, sir. But reveal not to Miss Sabrina that I drew you aside.
All right.
Master, do not defend the lass you harbour now in your castle. She is not worthy. It will be 2 years now when she passed through my village with her retinue. My father, I know not if he offended her, or if it was just her whim, but she tormented my father to death.
And no one raised a hand to stop her?
It was but the princess who had a retinue of armed men and who wielded a sword herself.
I need to speak with the other
Everybody's telling me how bad this chick is. Ready for more talking?
Hey, Wolf.
Lambert. Who else is here for the winter?
Vesemir and Eskel, and, well, we have guests.
I know. I've been to their camp.
Making sure they stay out of Kaer Morhen.
Our guests tried to enter Kaer Morhen?
Some pompous ass showed up with an escort of dwarf mercenaries.
You know they're carrying a letter of safe conduct from King Henselt.
Not interested. This is Kaer Morhen. Royal edicts mean nothing.
I hope that's not how you put it to him.
Didn't have a chance to. The Arcaspores sprouted first. Quite a few seem to have planted roots over the summer. I always thought they grew on the graves of the murdered. Some bad wind must have carried the spores to the valley. It's full of them now. In any case, the dwarves evacuated the noblemen as soon as the plants appeared. It's been quiet since then.
I'm gonna have to go to these caves at some point, I imagine. Maybe something over here. It's kind of neat that we get to explore Kaer Morhen a bit more, though.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings.
How is the path?
Tolerable. Nothing groundbreaking.
We've got a bit of a problem. The Princess of Cairngorm arrived 2 days ago, claiming her envious brother and an evil sorceress were pursuing her.
She's got her castles all wrong. No knights in shining armor here.
She was in bad shape, hungry, cold. And Eskel was acting strange. Before the girl fell asleep, she said one more thing. that one cannot flee one's fate. Later, Eskel told me a story. Some 20 years ago, he saved the Prince of Caingorn's life. He cited the law of surprise, and as they say, destiny proved fortunate. Unbeknownst to the prince, his wife was with child.
I'm not sure that was entirely fortunate.
So you've heard of the curse. In any case, on a day when the sky was dark as night at high noon, the princess gave birth to a girl. As far as I know, Eskel never returned to claim the child promised him by the prince. For some reason, ever since then, he's always taken the long way around Caingorn. So, now we need to deal with the brother of Eskel's unexpected child, a retinue of mercenaries, and a sorceress bent on dissecting the woman she suspects of being a mutant. As if that's not enough, the brother carries a letter of safe
What do we...
Talk to Eskel. She's his surprise. We'll meet back at the ford Lambert is guarding. Think it through, Wolf. I want to hear your opinion.
Fine.
Wolf.
Where's...
A little further.
Tell me...
She seems a bit
strange.
When she's near, my medallion goes wild, and I can't cast even the...
What do you...
We should stay out of it.
Do you mean the letter bearing King Henselt's seal?
Exactly. We can't afford to provoke the king.
I get your point. I'll see if I can learn some more.
Whoa.
Why is everyone outside?
The keep is locked.
True enough.
Whoa.
Where's Deirdre?
A little further.
I should talk to...
So yeah, that looks like they just reused it for this DLC. Or this story, whatever.
Greetings, Geralt. I'm Deirdre. Eskel spoke of you.
I've heard a few things about you.
If you mean from that lying shrew Glevisig.
Calm down. I don't...
Geralt.
Your wolf's eye.
They're starved. Because of that bitch Sabrina, I cannot venture beyond the fortress walls. They choose to remain at my side, thus depriving themselves of the opportunity to hunt.
You seem to have a better understanding with wolves than with humans.
I raised them from when they were cubs. In a sense, they are my only friends.
I've heard that wolves can survive a month without nourishment. From what I know, that's not true of princesses.
Geralt?
I'll be going.
I guess I'll just have to exhaust the dialogue with her.
Geralt?
Deirdre.
Isn't it obvious? Sabrina wants to place my sweet little brother on the throne of Caingorn.
I was asking about...
All right then. She believes me to be cursed.
Are you?
How the hell should I know? When I prick my finger, I bleed. I also bleed each month. When I eat too much, my stomach aches. I sing when I am joyful. And when I feel hatred, I kill. I don't know if I'm a monster. Yet I do know what Sabrina is capable of.
Explain.
I was 19 and happy when Sabrina showed up at the castle. My father, who always preferred Merwin, was old and ill by this time, so he could no longer bother me. My brother had been away at King Henselt's court, and I could handle most of the courtiers. I was at a tender age, and I fell in love. His name was Roban. I even considered a morganatic marriage.
What does Sabrina have to do with this?
She arrived with my brother, whom she already had on a short lead. She observed me, interrogated servants, tested the situation. My father's company of knights treated me like a daughter. I had always liked hunting. She needed proof.
And in your carelessness, you provided her with that proof.
Sabrina decided to provoke me. She seduced Roban using magic so powerful that his mind became confused. He suddenly developed an intense fear of animals, especially of the dogs he bred. I wanted to help him. It was then I discovered that mages found it hard to cast spells in my presence, and that spells previously cast gradually subsided if I was near. I went to the small chamber Robin inhabited just above the kennel, and I found Sabrina there. I admit, I was enraged, wanting to tear her apart, but she was too quick. The hag flew out of the window on a broom. Robin was left drooling. Within an hour, he had ceased gibbering, and within 2, he understood what the witch had done to him. I thought all was in order, and I could leave him. I know not what happened, but the spell grasped Robin once more as soon as I was gone. He began feverishly seeking Sabrina. In his wildness, he entered a pen occupied by a very aggressive hunting hound.
Did he survive?
Yes. Though mentally he became a 2-year-old child, a child that feared animals intensely. I swore then that I would kill her. I carry a blade should I get the opportunity to use it.
Your wolf's eyes. You seem... All right.
I spotted several wyverns in the area.
Reward?
I have a runestone that can be cast into a blade.
Nothing.
Geralt?
What do you...
Meat Witcher.
What do you want?
You can be disarmingly kind.
Just...
I want him to stop fleeing his...
And become Prince of Caingorn? Are you feeling all right, Deirdre? Eskel is a witcher.
What of it? It seems you don't know how childish a witch's mores sound. I constantly hear things like, we're witches have no feelings, and so on. You don't fool me. You have feelings, emotions,
It's rarely wise to fight a legend. Sometimes you have to make do with it.
Perhaps. But I'm not deceived.
How did you find...
I always know where Eskel is. I merely need to think about him.
I'll be...
Giant centipedes, huh? Aww. A bit laggy all of a sudden. Oh, there's Eskel.
Hey, Geralt.
Ah, his face is normal.
I wanted to talk about Deirdre.
Fine, but we should tend to the Kikimores first. We need to destroy their cocoons. The art is best for that. It's dark inside, so down a dose of cat.
Let's go.
Let's see, do I have a cat? Are they just gonna keep spawning until I destroy their things? I guess so. Run around, wait for my magic to regenerate. Oh. Let's see. There, we did it.
First chamber.
Care to tell me something about Deirdre?
It was about 20 years ago. I rescued Deirdre's father from a gang of Bobolaks. I must have heard too many of Vesemir's stories about the eternal law of surprise.
We've all heard too many of those.
The prince, spattered with Bobolak blood, looked at me and said, "You saved my life, Witcher. As I am your debtor, say what you wish in return." All I could think of was the famous line, "You will give me what you know not that you have." I shall return to Caingorn 6 years from now to see if destiny acted in my favor. I never went back to Caingorn. Then rumors started circulating about the curse of the Black Sun. There was confusion, but that's another story. We have Kikimores to tend to.
All right, but I'll have a few more questions.
Okay. Well, okay. Take that too. My health is just no good. Do I have one for regeneration of that? Yeah. I'm getting tired of us running around.
One chamber left. Let's take a breather.
What do you know about the Curse of the Black Sun?
I did take an interest in it, and even bribed a certain wizard to let me look at documents drafted for the Council of Mages. It seems the mages screwed up as usual. Sabrina Glephesig was chosen to examine the Princess of Cairngorm. It was hatred at first sight. Something about a guy.
Women.
It only got worse. Sabrina concluded she had enough proof to consider Deirdre a cursed mutant, and to subject her to real studies, as I'm sure you've guessed. Deirdre had no intention of being examined, not least because she was a princess. She persuaded several of the prince's warriors to get rid of Sabrina. All hell broke loose at the castle in Cairngorm. Many died, and there was some priestess among the corpses.
What did the priestess have to do with anything?
Nothing. From what I know, she landed in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And the pursuit continues to this day.
Exactly. I'll give you my notes on the curse when we're done with it. Done deal.
So what'll it be, Eskel? What do we do with Deirdre?
I really don't know, Geralt. I understand Vesemir's viewpoint, but I'm not keen on surrendering the girl to the sorceress. I expect she'd meet an unpleasant end.
You have to make this decision on your own.
I know, though at this point the matter concerns you as well. It concerns all the Witchers.
Fine, we'll consider it. Give me the notes and let's get out of here.
I'm not one to trust sorceresses. Means I'll probably side with the girl. Try and find that wyvern meat, I guess. Can I not get across? Other way, okay. We're going for a run all across the valley. I will say though that the river looks pretty nice. So you're telling me that I came all this way for nothing, huh? Oh, goody. Don't know why I even bothered. Well, I will say I really do like how you can approach it like this instead of it being a transition. It's like all just one level.
Whoa.
I think it's time we decided.
We need to figure out what to do with Deirdre and her brother. Eskel wants everyone to say their piece. This concerns our safety and Kaer Morhen. A mistake could cost us dearly.
Let's do this.
I'll start. I think we should stay out of this, meaning we can no longer shelter the girl. The reason is simple. If we meddle and Sabrina informs Henselt, Kaedwen will be off-limits to us for decades.
Lambert?
I don't really care for Deirdre, but I detest the fact that some blue blood who rules Three Coal Hills comes here demanding obedience. This is Kaer Morhen. Royal authority doesn't extend here. I think we need to drive away the noble and the sorceress.
What about you, Eskel?
I'm torn. I understand Vesemir. On the other hand, I owe the girl. I feel some kind of bond. I'm incapable of being objective. I'd like to hear your opinion, Wolf.
We can't let the sorceress get her hands on the girl. It wouldn't be right.
So what do we do about Sabrina and the nobleman?
Deirdre must give up her claims. That should satisfy Merwin. And the sorceress, well, she'll have to live with our decision.
Either that, or I'll turn her lovely little head into something to place on the mantle.
Lambert, save your morbid lines for later. Let's try to resolve this peacefully.
All right. Eskel, Geralt, go see our princess. We'll wait for you here.
I forgot the wyvern. I tried to go get the wyvern meat, but I was blocked by a... happened.
Geralt,
We've decided to help you.
thank you. That means a lot to me.
We need to settle things with your brother. You have to go to the camp with us, and tell him that you relinquish your claims to the throne and estate.
Thus stripping Sabrina of support.
A high price, but I see no other choice.
That's settled then.
I'm glad, Deirdre, really.
Yeah, I went all the way over there, and there's just a log in my way, so I couldn't get this stupid wyvern meat. I don't know what to say. Yeah, whenever I get close to her, my magic bar goes down.
To what do we owe this procession?
Merwin, there's a way to resolve this peacefully.
To feed the wolves while saving the sheep.
Very well. I shall hear you out.
Forgetting anyone?
No, this is strictly Merwin's business. We will speak with you too, Sabrina. Later.
Merwin, I am prepared to relinquish my claim to the throne and the lands of Caingorn. I am ready to give up my title as princess.
Unconditionally?
No, but I have only one. You will strike me from your mind. You will cease pursuing me and return home, taking this witch with you.
Deirdre.
Silence, woman. Merwin, you must see through this. This is a trick.
We will draft all the necessary documents here and now, witnesses present. All will be clarified.
Merwin, don't believe them. Remember how Robin ended.
That was your doing, Glevissig. You and your magic.
Merwin, order Brings to arrest Deirdre. Only then will your title be safe. Without that, you will live in fear, always.
I shall kill you, witch.
Let's go with the hangout.
Hit him! Kill him!
You had it coming, brother. Instead of a prince, you'll be a dead man. And I have a special set of gifts for you, witch. Only the best.
She has gone entirely mad. Witcher, help me! Sabrina, use your magic. We can defeat her.
Magic does nothing to me, brother dear. Geralt, I did not intend to attack Eskel. He scared me. It was an instinctual reaction.
Abandon your plans of revenge on Sabrina. Forgive your brother. Prove the mage is wrong. Prove that you are no beast.
And if I tell you I cannot find it in me to forgive? If I say that I long to put that bitch through real torture? Will you see that as an admission of my guilt?
I'll see you as a morbidly vengeful child, but I'm no judge.
Geralt, don't be a fool. It doesn't take wisdom to see that she has lost her mind. It must be the progressing mutation.
You're only guessing.
Witcher, I should remind you of the letter from King Henselt himself. If anything happens to me, King Henselt will have you all eliminated.
You're like children. Since you want me to decide, I will. Sabrina, you must leave. Immediately. Your magic is useless, and your scheming brought us here. But as I said, I am neither judge nor executioner. Just leave.
Geralt, have you gone mad?
No. I don't know that I'm right to do this, but I'm giving you a chance to survive.
But...
No buts. You must go. You played your cards poorly. I don't believe a word of what you say, and something tells me that if you leave, Deirdre and Merwin will figure out their differences.
It seems I have no choice.
Go now.
I'll get her someday.
I doubt it. One last piece of advice. If you value your life, you'll settle things with your brother, return to Caingorn, and not so much as stick your nose out of your castle for several months, perhaps years.
Easily said. Merwin, can you forgive me? I will relinquish my title. I never craved power, but I need your support. I cannot do this alone.
As the Witcher demonstrated, we have much to learn. I was a fool to listen to Sabrina's counsel. I forgive you, Deirdre, and ask you to forgive me.
I'll be going. Eskel's unexpected child. Princess Deirdre Adamain, born in Destiny's shadow. She could have changed her own fate, abandoned vengeance in favor of forgiveness, demonstrated kindness and humanity. The mercenaries were massacred in the fight at the camp. Was it worth it? Was the death of Merton Brings and his mercenaries truly the lesser evil? No one can know that. In any case, Merwin and Deirdre ruled jointly, leading Caingorn during the best time in its history.
Yay.
Several years later, a large crow arrived at Kaer Morhen, carrying a letter bearing the seal of the Princess of Caingorn. Eskel threw it into the fire without reading it, and we never spoke of Deirdre Adamain again.
The Witchers never again spoke of Deirdre. Though none ever forgot her, each carrying her memory in his heart.
Alright, enough of that. To the next one.
What happened later? Another story, Master Dandelion.
Please, tell us more of the Witcher.
Of his return to the Witcher's fortress at the world's end where his brethren awaited. Sing on, dear minstrel.
Why don't one of you fetch a tankard full of mead for our bard, something to soothe his throat? For 'tis Dandelion whose ballads all go straight for the heart. Stop chattering like sparrows, still yourselves and listen.
This evening I'll recount a tale none before have ever heard. Yours truly had his part. One might say I played a key role. Our tale takes us to Vizima, 1 year after the Witcher's famed taming of the Striga. A certain alderman, an enemy of poetry and a stranger to all concepts of love, I might add, had me cast in jail and insisted I be hanged. You see, his wife, a captivating, considerably younger creature, had succumbed to my charm. In my hour of need, as I rotted in my cell, who should appear, if not the Witcher Geralt himself?
My dear Captain, I'll say it again. This bloated minstrel should pay with his head for harming my little blossom.
Gentlemen, I haven't the faintest notion what this is about. I am Master Dandelion, the most esteemed poet in this land.
Shut up, Dandelion. And you, cease your insistence, Counselor. I've been clear. The suspect will remain in custody.
I'm astounded at your obstinacy, Captain. My poor Siegfrieda wails day and night, asking when this knave will finally be punished. As an alderman, I must...
This is the city jail, not a town council meeting. Now you'll have to excuse me. Oh, what do you want?
I need to speak to the prisoner.
Dandelion, be my guest. But keep your hands where I can see him, and the conversation short.
Geralt, am I ever glad to see you? How did you find me?
News travels fast. What did you do this time? I mean, people don't get arrested for busking.
The accusations are pure slander.
I don't doubt that. Of all the men who have ever been in here, not one has been guilty.
Just once you could give me the benefit of the doubt? I admit I spent a few positively enchanting hours with that airy spirit.
And the alderman walked in to see.
Well, I still had my cap on. But I ask you, where's the crime? And to demand my head? Come now, must we take ourselves so seriously?
You've outdone yourself this time, Dandelion. That alderman would personally strangle you if he could.
Dandelion, the butcher's boy came to say you ordered sirloin steak and chicken livers.
My dear Captain, please don't tell me you thought prison gruel would satisfy me.
Don't overdo it, Dandelion. This was not our deal. That 2,000 orens guarantees you won't hang too quickly. I don't remember talking about luxury accommodations.
These guards have not an ounce of imagination.
2,000 orens? Are you out of your mind, Dandelion?
No need to get riled. I've got it all figured out. The good captain will make sure the alderman doesn't get his way. I'll spend a few days in here, finally get some sleep, let the alderman cool down, and it'll all blow over.
Sounds beautiful, but care to tell me how you got your hands on 2,000 Orens?
That, my dear Witcher, is strictly for me to know. Why can't you just trust me, Geralt? All right. If you must know, I borrowed the money from a very trustworthy individual and aim to pay it back as soon as I'm released.
I hope you didn't do anything stupid, though I suspect you might have.
Enough of this chatter. Visiting hours are over.
Do this time. Everything's more intact than it was before. Line of Visiting. Huh.
Are you Geralt of Rivia?
What do you want?
Mr. Glover wants to see you soon as possible. I'd advise you to comply if you want to help your friend Dandelion.
Mr. Blubber?
Been away from Vizima for a while, I see. Mr. Glover rules the town. When he tells you to jump, make sure to ask how high. Understand?
What have you done now, Dandelion? All right, let's go see this Glover.
Rams me.
Best not run awry, you've missed a Glover.
Hey, friend.
What is it?
Keep clear of the city gates. And if you want your friend Dandelion to live, go see...
Well, well. So the Witcher deigns to...
Your man stopped me in the street.
I wonder, what are the chances of surviving a fight against two ravenous wyverns?
Pretty good.
Depends who's fighting.
Someone not entirely familiar with a sword. An artist.
Oh.
Let's say a minstrel.
Not so good.
So how much does Dandelion owe you?
An even 2,000. And I know he aims to flee the city the moment they release him from jail. He foolishly believes he can outsmart Mr. Glover. My men have asked around. We know he's broke as a newborn beggar. To make matters worse, none in this city are willing to lend to him. I've no gripe with you, Witcher, but frankly, you may be his only chance. So, what'll it be?
If Dandelion doesn't pay his debt, I will.
More reasonable than I thought. Get the coin, quick, plain and simple. I hate to pressure you, but the city jail can be a depressing place.
It needn't get that depressing for Dandelion. You have a deal. I'll pay his debt. Call it a side effect of having friends.
Okay, fuck.
I told you once already. Yeah.
You look like a bird just shit in your soup.
Not the nicest man I've met, no.
Gun Hargus, leader of the Band of Brethren. Me and my friends, well, Glover's no friend of ours. In truth, we're irked the twerp thinks he rules these streets.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. Got an offer for me?
Indeed. We heard of your troubles. Well, yours and that likeable scoundrel Dandelions. And we'd like to help.
News travels fast around here. To what do I owe this unexpected kindness?
Let's say we wouldn't mind seeing Glover humbled. We, as the Band of Brethren, hold something of value. A treasure we're willing to entrust to you, should you prove worthy of our trust.
Well, it sounds a bit complicated, but I'm in no position to turn you down.
You need to visit us each in turn. You'll find Grifferin and Gruzel at the tavern, while Navik should be loitering by the cemetery gate. Once you've finished with them, come see me at my smithy.
All right. I'll see you soon then.
You think, just because I'm Rivian, hands to yourself.
Why stare? Never seen a Rivian roof.
Damn, you got an ugly face.
You look in the mirror lately?
Are you being smart with me? Come here and I'll beat that flapping mouth of yours to a pulp.
Your friend Gunn sent me.
Should have said so from the start. Bare fist boxing's our game. Takes 75 orens to enter.
I'll be back as soon as I've got 75 oren.
Welcome to the Hairy Bear.
I'm looking for a place to stay. Wouldn't mind.
You've come to the right place.
I'll take a look around if you...
Yes?
I'm looking... I'll take...
Yes?
Take...
What you want?
I'm looking for work.
Well, look somewhere else.
Bad day?
Fuck off.
Who are you?
I work for Mr. Glover. Familiar with that name? Though soon enough, everyone in this town will know Jeremiah Trick, too.
If you want to be someone, I'd pick an alias. Something people would remember. Jeremiah Trick sounds like something you sweep under the rug.
Fuck off.
See you. What?
There's a comfortable...
Let's go.
I was just...
Maybe we...
No.
Bye.
I'll smash your face.
Hello, stranger.
Funny. I thought I never smiled.
Care to sit down to a game of...
I must warn you I play for...
What'll it...
You look worried. Something bothering you?
My dear friend claims anyone would be happy to be in my position, but I'm unable to rejoice as long as this bad feeling persists.
Some say you should trust your feelings.
I suppose they're right. I've never been disappointed when I've followed my intuition.
Care to tell me what happened? I'm a witcher. Maybe I can help.
Truly? I can't believe my luck. You see, several days ago, I won an old house. At first I was overjoyed. That is, until I had a strange dream. They say the house is haunted, and I feel it will bring me ill luck.
Some guy bet his wife. Bold.
The mayor, actually. But I handled it well and promptly lost her to another man. But what of my house?
Well, if it is infested, I can probably clear out any visitors. You could then sell it off with a Witcher's guarantee.
Splendid! But you must do one thing before I give you the key. You see, a soothsayer recently told me I would be stripped of troubles by one who brought me a turquoise ring.
All right, if you say so. I'll bring you a ring if I find one. I didn't...
Let me slap that...
I think...
That's 2 less teeth.
Don't worry. You look nice.
Here's your coin. Now leave me alone.
Hocus pocus focus on this. Your mother stands when she wants to piss.
Ah, a challenge. How much?
50 orange to enter.
Get ready.
You're no stranger to fighting.
My mother taught me.
Nice lady. Here's your prize.
Who wants to get slapped? Who wants to get slapped?
All right. I guess your mother was an honorable woman.
Swiving Witcher.
Work on that right hook.
Take your coin and shove off.
Down and out. Make sure to tell Gunn I won, your trust.
Yeah, all right. You're a decent boxer, Witcher. You know, after a good fight, buttermilk helps alleviate the head pain. I landed a few there. Better have some.
I try my best.
This fighting goes on at the city jail, Knight. You should drop in.
Illegal fights? Sounds interesting.
Yes?
Take care.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Sergeant Orrell at your service.
Let's talk. What's your line of work?
I'm a mercenary.
Right.
And let me tell you, friend.
Nice solution. Cheap and easy.
Oh, you would you?
I can prove it.
Very well. I hear witches...
It's a deal.
Yeah.
Plan to stay...
Get it?
You think the Black Ones will rise after the beating we gave them at Sodden?
They've been burned once.
I don't have enough.
You fucking stupid.
Man, this is nasty weather.
Depends how you look at it.
Playing optimist. What do you want?
Gunn told me to see you.
Gunn does have some inane ideas, but what can I do? Seeing he's my former commander. All right, young man. Try to beat me at duck.
I'll come.
What do you want? Well, I'll be an heartless, dizzy-eyed hedge pig. You beat me. Not many have, mind you. Especially when I was young and no one thought to accuse me of cheating, so I played with the weighted dice all the time. Hey.
Make sure to tell Gunn I won. Though how that makes me trustworthy, I'll never know.
Oh, I will. Listen, I had this cane I found once on a thief's corpse. Looked to me like a sorcerer's staff. Maybe you can sell it off to someone, generate some more coin to help out your friend Dandelion.
I'm sure I can make some use of it.
It's raining.
problem.
Damn, you talk loud.
You don't look
Dwarven spirit.
hangover.
I drank almost an entire demijohn on a bet.
Clever guy that in.
Yeah, charged me for cleaning too.
Whoa, not.
Stop yelling!
I've got some buttermilk. Drink up.
Ah, my saviour. Oh, yeah, right. Well, you see, years ago, I was a very promising student of magic. Tremendous potential. Truly tremendous. Yet fate played tricks, and, a certain propensity of mine prevented me from completing my internship and duly mastering the art. Yet I sensed certain forces. Nearby lies a warehouse with mages.
What would I want with an...
Well, nothing, of course, but the stone inside might interest you. It responds to spells. Elemental ones, to be sure.
Sounds pretty far-fetched.
That's just around the corner.
See.
These things.
About...
Have you defeated all the members?
Still working.
Yeah.
I've been...
I can't remember who thought up the name.
Were you at Sodden?
They call it a great victory, the place where we broke the Black One's back. But take it from me, gun hardest.
I hope you're wrong.
Hope is something for fools. If you...
Right.
Yes?
I'll find...
Oh,
What's it to you?
leave Vizima and your friend Dandelion will pay for...
Yeah.
I won't need to bathe for the next month.
Word is, a legendary witcher has returned from the grave.
Trinkets,
What are you...
jewelry.
What you...
If you need no...
Oh, to rest.
Old age is no joke.
Ah, crap. I'm wasting time.
Where did I...
Greetings.
I'm Nurka.
Geralt.
How can I help?
Got any...
I have employment for any...
What are you interested...
In Vizima, you should have no trouble finding white myrtle, verbena, and wolves. Venture into... Venture into the sewer.
Where did you learn about herbs?
I'm a priestess of Melitele.
I've been...
If you visit her anytime soon...
I noticed a vast burned-out ditch behind the temple.
A small hut stood on the site a few weeks ago. The workshop of a young and highly energetic alchemist.
Don't see any hut now.
One day I heard a loud explosion. Or perhaps implosion, I can never tell the difference. I suppose one of his experiments went wrong.
Take...
I'm not playing that.
Watching the door. Easy there, Smokey. If you're out here. Fine. I'll be sure. I'm looking. You. I'll take.
Yeah.
Stand still. I'll smash your face.
Oh, I'm exhausted. That took a ploughing witcher to outdo me.
I think I've proven myself. Give me the key.
Know what? I haven't met anyone who'd suit me in conversation as much as you have any time in the recent past. It almost feels like we're brothers.
Sergeant, the key.
Geralt, call me Oral. We drank together, which makes you my mate. So this ancestor of mine, the Traveller, what adventurer he is?
I've heard of Backhuizen. Didn't he discover the Swallow's Tower?
Oh, that's him. Geralt, I suddenly feel a terrible longing. Take the journal, my one and only friend.
Maybe some other... I'm looking.
You've come.
I'll take.
Yeah.
Stand still, smash your face.
time to pray.
What do you want?
I heard some serious prize fighting goes on here.
It just might. If you got the balls.
I want to fight.
Very well. To reach the final, you gotta beat Lizard and Wrymouth. You survive them, you go on to fight the Rivian, our current champ.
Tell the Rivian to start warming up.
Ready for Lizard? It's...
No need to put this off.
I like that attitude. Alright, in the cell you go.
You've a fist of stone, Witcher. I feel sorry for your woman.
The fist is part of the job. I'm not in the habit of beating my woman.
A woman unwhipped gives lots of lip. Go see Ralph to collect your reward.
That was just a...
Ready for Wrymouth?
Ready.
Get in the...
My teeth! Son of a bitch, you knocked my teeth out!
Cut the drama. They were rotten anyway.
Fuck off! Fucking guard has your coin! Don't come round here no more!
Nice fight.
Great.
The Rivian has accepted your challenge.
Bet on me, Captain. I'm in.
The Rivian's pretty tough. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you.
Witcher, heard you're having problems with Glover. You help me, and I'll help you. You see, I have to win this fight. Ralph promised to release me if I do.
I don't think I care about your
You're not really from Rivia, are you, Witcher? Actually, I don't think I care. Be my guest. Throw the first punch. Witcher's spells. Pah! Damn the dog.
Be careful. Look too hard at a Witcher and you'll get scabs.
I'm not afraid, bitch. Got plenty as it is. Ralph's got your reward, and deal with Glover yourself.
Rivian defeated fair and good. I'm impressed. Your 450 orens and entrance fee. Ever thought of signing with someone? Me, for instance.
You want me to fight for you? Nah, I don't think so.
$230.
Gwynblade.
You know me?
I've heard others tell of you and you're easily recognizable. Forgive me, but I haven't the strength for prolonged conversation. A ghoul bite. I don't feel too well.
This'll just take a minute.
Yes?
How is life in Vizima?
Non-humans hardly have an easy time of it. My friend Gunn has a smithy, but the city guards incessantly threaten that they'll move him to worse quarters, as they need his workshop for an armorer.
It almost sounds like they're creating a ghetto. Somehow I doubt non-humans will let themselves be relocated to a worse...
I fear you are wrong, Witcher. Though actions of that nature are likely to escalate tensions between the races. I know a certain elf, his name is Yavin. Given the resources, he would jump at the chance of leading the non-humans in an uprising.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen.
And if it were to happen, who would you side with? Intolerant humans or intolerated non-humans?
Neither. I'd stay...
Think through this. The make...
Take...
Greetings to the honorable gentleman.
Pretty impressive.
Should anything catch your eye...
Geralt of Rivia.
What do you...
What?
I see quite an array of alchemy substance.
Well, the craft interests me, as do history and the secret side.
I'll remember.
The cemetery and the sewers.
Truly.
Forgive.
Who's Lorth?
An elven huntress. She agreed to hunt ghouls and bring me what alchemical ingredients she could...
Guess I'll look at...
Should you find any monster organelles?
About this...
It's in Lorothiel's possession.
Interested in the...
I do purchase alchemy ingredients. 1 oran for drowner and ghoul parts. 3 for organs from owl ghoul...
You want any ready-made?
My, sounds like quite an opportunity. Of course.
I was looking at your display.
It's a passion. You cannot fathom what people keep in their attics. The priceless historical artifacts they store there. I seek them.
And anyone's free to see them?
Yes. I decided to...
I see quite a few monsters.
I continue to...
Sure.
I'm of the nobility, and my ancestors left me a small fortune. Instead of dashing it away on women and wine, as quite a few of my relatives have done, I just...
Got my hands on the journal.
Let me see.
I heard he was the only human.
There is much to suggest.
Where they encountered That should be used.
What?
Listen,
It cannot be. A bent handle, a case...
Everton, not to spoil your day, but Becker arrived...
Of course I do. But I see no problem. It's the...
Thanks.
What do you...
Everton, I found...
Let me see... Witcher, you have found one of the 10 Sephiroth. Magic-imbued stones.
Gnomes are pretty good at working metal. I'd really love to have one of their Gwihir swords. Suppose...
The little devils believe alchemy is the key to omniscience. The Sephiroth are their mystical stones. What a joy to have the tipper...
Great.
What?
What do people...
I shall tell you confidentially that in trying to penetrate the many...
Could be you're getting too close to things someone...
I believe I have
What?
Still interested in that turquoise ring?
Have you found?
I believe so.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
I found a pendant representing Laura Doran.
Wonderful. A fine piece of work.
Yeah, pretty sad story.
Shame.
Thanks.
What?
Take.
What brings you here, Witcher?
I'd hoped to find Lorthiel. I need to talk to her.
This isn't the best time. Lorthiel has a terrible wound on her.
This is kind of...
Nurka, I'm hardly bedridden, and I'd gladly know why a Witcher has come to...
This'll only take...
Fine, then. I'll allow the visit. On another note,
Yeah?
I'm here about this...
That's where the ghoul got me.
I guess you know a thing or two about monsters.
Tell him to be patient.
Oh no, my dear.
The priestess is right.
Reasonable, I think.
A diable ep arse. I see you leave me no choice. That...
I'm looking for a plate. I'll take...
Yeah?
So he just... Yeah, gun.
Right indeed. It just might be enough to pay off your...
Custom.
To gain the trust of the band of brethren, you...
So...
Gods,
I'm looking. I'll take.
Yeah.
Oh, I win.
All that drinking.
Oh yeah.
That is some strong spirit.
Someone.
So, I beat all your friends at their game.
Aye, they all seem to think you're all right. One challenge remains.
You don't stand a chance.
I've always wanted to see one of your kind.
All right.
Bah, if I could bend and spin like you.
Vesemir's training at Kaer Morhen.
Not a one out there can match a Witcher for speed, that's certain. But let's get back.
Right. The treasure.
Take this stone. They say it's magic. In the cemetery, you'll find a place of power.
What's on the other?
Don't know, never been. But they say elves hid a vast treasure there. You know the little she-elf, Laura?
So there might be something to this after all.
I truly hope you'll find real treasure there. But
farewell.
Farewell.
I found this old pendant representing Ouroboros.
Ah, Ouroboros. The serpent swallowing its own tail.
So you want to buy?
It'll be a fine addition.
Thanks. The Snake of Fortune. It looks like its coils could throttle all those who stray off their path.
Listen, you've done wonders for my collection, and I'd like to
Whoa.
Think nothing.
Yeah.
I've met others who tried to tame wyverns. They all had missing limbs.
Animals sense strength, Witcher. My girls know who their master is.
I don't doubt.
Insolvent debtors and cheats are their favourites. They become playful as cats, tormenting screaming little victims, pecking out their eyes, tearing away appendages.
About that debt.
Got the money.
2,000.
2,000? When Dandelion came by whining for a loan, I clearly remember mentioning it would cost him. I've waited a swiving long time for my money, so sorry.
How much?
$1,000.
%50 interest.
Don't push it.
Witcher, any idea what a nemesis is?
Yes.
It's someone who inflicts rightful retribution or vengeance. In this case, it's embodied by one mean son of a bitch. Yours truly.
Just one.
That's a reference to Snatch.
Sons of bitches who threaten me or my friends bring out the rabid wolf in me.
Boys, it seems the Witcher has challenged you to a fight. When you're done with him, bring him down to the cellar. My wyverns are hungry.
Where did all of my health go? %50 interest, my head.
What, you used to breathing perfumed air? The idiots who built this place put the sewer grate in the guard room. Not to worry. Though it doesn't smell as... Don't you worry. The alderman wanted him to hang, but Dandelion knew who to come to.
I resolved matters with Glover. We need to leave.
That's a load off my back, let me tell you.
Later, Dandelion. Put it in a ballad. Now grab your shit and let's get out of town. Actually, we'll hit a bathhouse first. You stay.
Vizima seemed a hostile shore, so we left the city and roamed the land. Jeremiah Trick, known also as Remsmeat, stepped into Glover's boots. With no interest in wyverns, he turned Glover's pets into steak and began trading in Fistek to support a robust appetite. But that is another story.
Five more to go. I think this might be like a fan-made adventure. There's no voice act. Oh well, so much for that. There. What brings you here? A meeting in Lennox. And you have a problem. During the last storm, thunder damaged the bridge. Till it's repaired, you won't go anywhere. Here's a supervised by our head. Talk to him. Perhaps he'll help. Thanks. Meh. I really don't feel like this. Let's see. It's just gonna be the same place repurposed again. Have their own team. It's just a shop on his route. White stranger, wasn't it? You look like someone who could help. Someone who could help me solve a problem. Are you? My name's Caligor. I'm a mercenary to Tamarian. I'm recently acting as a caravan. I'm Geralt, the Witcher. Witcher, then I have just a job for you. What do you mean? Yes, sir. Do you remember that Nessa Hood was a character in the base game? Or it's Vesna. Anyway. I can't even no, I don't even know what that means. But Bobby? You look somewhat blurred today. Don't be a Solo and more. I'm getting married, huh? Ada walking in the background. Siegfried. Sharpen is Sigrun? Oh, it is Tristan. Ganfath? Aiden's here. Fisher King. Gotcha. Oh. Music's kind of fun though. Oh well. Ifrit. Being a creative group, they don't have a very creative logo. Ugh. They're raising the detective from the Ifrit. Okay. I have it over. Oh well. That was an experiment, I guess. Yeah, these two are the only... These two are the only official ones, I think. The rest are like fan-made. Alright. Guess that's it for this. Now I gotta go play the second one. Thanks for watching this little sidetrack, but I think I'm ready to actually play. Ready to move on and try and get to the third game. So, as much as I love this game, it's time to put it to rest for now. Just have a great main menu too. I like the background, I like the birds and the game. I wish there were more games like this, but maybe the third one will blow my expectations out of the water. Alright.